Okay, so this is going to be the video over Unit 1, notes number 4, I'm sorry. So this is going to be our applications video, so we're going to start our word problems with this. I'm going to talk about how we are going to approach word problems every time I see them. So our first step, anytime we are given a word problem, is we have to read it. We don't want to do anything. We're not going to mark it up or anything. We're just going to read the problem. And then, after we read the problem, we're going to use our cubes guide, which is this guide over here, to solve it. So whenever we read it the second time, we're going to circle all the numbers. And then whenever we read it again, we're going to underline any key words. And then we're going to box what is it asking us to find. So is it asking us to find how much money, how many people? What is it asking us to find? Because that's what our variable is going to represent, which is our let statement. And then we're going to estimate, is there any information I don't need? So we're going to eliminate that. And then we're going to evaluate. So we're going to write our equation or inequality to represent the situation. And then the last thing we'll do is solve it, which we've done quite a bit. So let's go over some key words that we're going to use whenever we're writing our equation for our word problem. So plus and increasing gaining earnings, this would be addition. So those are keywords, and we kind of already have talked about that. Sometimes we've had a few more words worked in there. If you say minus, decreasing, losing, or if it's an expense, this is going to be subtraction. And if we say per or each or for every, this is whenever you use multiplication. So keep those keywords in mind whenever we are creating our equation for our word problems. Okay, we're going to go through the word problem, the first one. We're going to read it once. Then we're going to go through, circle the numbers, underline keywords. So, a parking garage charges $3 flat fee and $1.50 per hour. You have $12 to spend for parking. Write and solve an equation to find the number of hours that you can park. So we're going to read through it again. A parking garage charges $3 per hour. So I'm going to circle the $3. And they charge a flat rate of $3 and then $1.50 per hour. I'm going to circle that whole thing. So that per hour really explains what that $1.50 is. You have $12 to spend for parking. Write and solve an equation to find the number of hours you can park. So let's go through and underline our keywords. They have a flat fee of $3, $1.50 per hour. You have $12 to spend. We are going to find the number of hours. So if we go to our next step, box the question. So they are wanting us to find the number of hours. So, like I said before, that is what our variable is going to be. So we can have any variable. So we're going to let x equal number of hours.
How did the translating go today?
Okay, our next step after we box what it's asking you to do, we're going to eliminate any unnecessary information. So pretty much everything else in there is unnecessary. We've circled our numbers, we've underlined our keywords, and we've boxed what they're asking. So we're pretty good. So now we need to set up an equation. So whenever we're doing that, we have to think, okay, what are we adding or subtracting? Where's our equal sign and so forth? So if it is a flat fee of $3, so if I have a flat fee of $3, so that means we're going to have, it's just going to be a 3 by itself because there's nothing, it's not per, it's just a flat fee. It's just happening once. And means we're going to be adding. So we're going to be adding, and it's $1.50 per hour. If you remember per, that means we're multiplying, and our hour is our variable. So we're going to have 1.50x. And if we only have $12 to spend, that means that our total has to be $12. So we equal $12. So now we need to solve this. So we want to get x by itself. We're going to draw our line down our equal sign. We're going to subtract 3. That cancels. We get 150x equals 9. We then divide both sides by 150. We will get x equals, let's see, 9, 6. So how many hours can she park? She can park for 6 hours. So that's how we write our sentence. She can park for 6 hours. So we're basically answering what they were asking us in the word problem. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. We're going to do a couple more examples. Oops. Might help if I hit the right thing. Okay, next problem. It says as a lifeguard, you earn $6 per day plus $2.50 per hour. Write and solve an equation to find how many hours you must work to earn exactly $16 in a day. So I just read through it once. Now I do my C. I circle all the numbers. So I'm going to go through. A lifeguard, you can earn $6 per day and $2.50 per hour. Write and solve an equation to find how many hours you can work to make exactly $16. So I circled all my numbers. Now I'm going to underline my key information. As a lifeguard, you earn, so it's going to be positive, $6 per day. Plus, so those are all keywords, $2.50 per hour. Write and solve an equation to find how many hours you must work to earn exactly $16. So the reason underline find how many hours. That's what we're trying to find. So we're going to do our B. We're going to box what is it asking us to find. It's asking us to find how many hours you must work. So how many hours? So if you remember, our let statement is going to state what we're asking us to find. It's going to be our variable. So we're going to let x equal number of hours. Your x will always be a number of something, so keep that in mind. So we're going to write our equation. You earn $6 per day. So per day, we're thinking about number of hours. So if it's per day, we're just earning $6. So we're going to write 6 plus, so that's going to be a plus sign, $2.50 per hour. So since it's per hour, that's what we're trying to find. So that's our variable. So we're going to have $2.50 x. We want to earn exactly $16. So this has to equal $16. So our next step is to solve. So we're going to subtract 6. We get 250. X equals 10. Divide by $2.50. We're going to get x equals 4. So how many hours does she need to work? She needs to work 4 hours. So that's going to be my sentence. She must, oh goodness. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions on that one. So that one's similar to the first one we did. So now we're going to go on to a problem that's a little bit different. So I'm going to read it first. It says, Dale is building a rectangular box shelf for Mother's Day. He wants the length of the box to be 6 inches longer than the width. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to circle my numbers. So he's building a rectangular box for Mother's Day. He wants the length of the box to be 6 inches longer than the width. Let's go through and underline the key information. Dale is building a rectangular box. It's probably going to be important to know that it's a rectangle and not a circle. He wants the length of the box to be 6 inches longer than the width. Okay. That is just a statement. It's not asking us to find anything yet. So we're going to go down to the bottom. The first thing says draw a picture describing the situation. Okay. I said earlier it's a rectangle. So let's start by drawing a rectangle. Now, anytime we have a rectangle, we have our length and we have our width. They say they want the length to be 6 inches longer than the width. If it's longer, we're going to add. So it's going to be 6 plus our width. Now, our width, they don't say anything about it. So our width is just our W. So our length, we're going to have 6 plus, oh goodness. So our length, we're going to have 6 plus W, and it's going to be the same on both sides. And then our width is just going to be W, since we're not changing that at all. Now it says Dale has 36 inches of wood for the box. Develop an equation to represent the perimeter. Perimeter, we have to add all of our sides together. So I'm going to take each of my sides. I'm going to do W plus 6 plus W plus W plus 6 plus W. Now, it says our perimeter is going to be 36 inches. So this has to equal 36 inches. So my first step to solve this is I need to combine my like terms. I need to combine all my W's. I have 4 W's. Then I'm going to combine my 6's. I get 12 equals 36. I'm going to solve this. I'm going to subtract 12. Get 4W equals 24. Divide by 4. So my width is going to be 6. Now we go back and find our unit. It's going to be inches. So it says, what is the length of our pen? Our width equals 6 inches. We found that already. Now, if you remember from above, our width is 6 plus our W. So we're going to take our length, and we're going to do 6 plus our width, which is 6. Because remember, it's our width plus 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12. So your length is going to be 12 inches. So make sure you label that. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions over either of these. And you guys can start on your homework.